We will open it up for questions. Greg Hunter, go ahead.
So, hey, Derek, conditioning, obviously, since, the COVID issues a couple weeks ago, you couldn't practice, couldn't really work out. How much did your, being in shape hurt, and where are you now in that area?
It hurt real bad, to be honest with you. As you guys can see, I wasn't really myself the first two games. I can tell, like, me personally, I can feel like, that I'm coming back, but it most definitely took a toll on me a lot. I would just, when I came back, I just wasn't like myself. I could just feel like when I'm going up and down the court, it was just my legs, not necessarily like my wind necessarily, but it was like my legs wasn't really under me. So with that being said, I just have to, you know, keep playing, fight through it, and I'll be all right. But like I said, I can feel myself coming back gradually. Yeah, for sure.
Did it hurt you in, your post play? Did you just not have the energy? Maybe especially the first game.
Yeah, I would say that played. You could say that played a factor as well, because I feel like that all goes into my legs. Like I said, if I don't have my legs, my shot's not gonna be there. They're gonna fall short, and just like I just have to just rep everything out, repetition. And once I be able to do that, I'll be all right.
Cody Nesper.
Hi, Derek. Just wondering, how have things changed for you specifically since Oscar's left?
There's been a lot more space. Me and my teammates been able to operate in space a lot more. We're able to see the floor a lot more clear. It's a lot more fluent. I would say that it's not like it's stagnant necessarily. Say it was stagnant when he was here, but you could just tell there's a difference between like the flow and the continuity of everything. Everything's just flowing how it's supposed to.
Justin Jackson.
Hey, Derek, kind of along those lines on the opposite side, there's rebounding issues now. How much do you have to get on your other guys to say, hey, we need help rebounding, obviously more now since Oscar's not there?
My teammates, they already knew the assignment of having to rebound, having to crash the board as being guards. But they took a little more responsibility. I didn't really have to like yell at them or nothing, because my teammates, they're high level players, so they'll be able to adapt to any situation that they're going to be in. So with that being said, it was necessarily just having to just execute of what they already knew how to do. So it wasn't like nothing like, oh, we have to learn how to rebound, because they already knew how to rebound. It was just having to take it to another level, since we were going to be down one in the post.
And then if I could ask something else real quick, you guys are going to have a little bit more fans in there tomorrow than what you've had all season. Does that make any kind of a difference? And, what will it be like to play in front of a little bit more fans than before?
To be honest with me personally, I feel like it's going to be fun. It's going to give you a little bit of a feel like how I kind of was, when I first got here. But it's not going to be nothing nearly the same. But, it's going to be somewhat like a hint, like so. With that being said, just go out here, play, have a good game, play hard for coach and the fans, and hopefully we can come out with a W.
Go ahead, Tom.
Hey, Derek, we kind of saw flashes of it from Deuce last year, but especially the last few weeks, it seems he's really emerged as an elite high-level player. What's it been like watching him kind of on this journey?
I'm not really surprised, to be honest with you. Deuce, he's a high level player. He has good size. He has good length with his arms. And he's quick. He has very quick twitch reactions. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and he can shoot the ball and he can score. And he just has like a sense of IQ. And just watching him grow as a young player when he first got here, and just to learn how he took his losses on the chin, went back to the drawing board and fixed everything. It's hats off to Deuce. Like I said, what you guys are saying, I'm not really surprised to see that from Deuce, to be honest with you. Like I said, I'm familiar with Deuce because he played in Ohio, up in Cincinnati, a little bit of ways away from me in Youngstown, but I was still familiar with him. So like I said, he's a like you said, he's an elite player for sure. I'm not really surprised, but it's just for the world to see what Deuce McBride do. But I'm not surprised. I see it every day in practice, to be honest with you.
And one other thing, you're a guy that came in with Jordan. Obviously, he's had his ups and downs. Seeing a little bit more of the floor now. Just what are you seeing out of him when he gets on the court now?
The thing is with Jordan always had it. Jordan just had to get comfortable. I know you might say like, oh well, he's a junior, but like it may take a while for someone to get comfortable, even though that they might be an older player. But once they get comfortable within like the feel of the game, like you said, like you seen it, like Jordan, he was hitting fadeaways, falling on the ground, getting and ones, back cut. It's just a sense of urgency just changed. You can tell like he might not be the fastest, but when he know how to use his burst of speed in a certain times and certain points of the game, and when the other person is just chilling or thinking he's not doing nothing, he'll cut to the basket like he got an open layup, things like that. Like I said, Jordan, he puts the work in. So, I'm not surprised if shots starts to fall or, like I said, Jordan, he's a guy who's gonna stay. He's gonna be there before and he's gonna stay there after. And you might even find him there even when he pull back up. So yeah, anything that he gets right now, he deserves.
Thanks, Derek.
Cody Nesper.
Derek, I just wanted to ask you about Senny. Huggins has told us he wasn't really supposed to play this year, but obviously, especially with Isaiah's injury, he's kind of been forced in. And I was just wondering, how do you think he's reacted to that?
Senny, he's doing a really good job. He's like a sponge. He's learning. He doesn't really like necessarily shy away from information. He's always wants to learn. He's not gonna really like have a bad attitude towards like you telling him something. He's always gonna like be absorbing. So with that being said, Senny, he's gonna be. I feel like he's going to be a key later on in the stretch because right now you might seem like, oh, he's still a little raw, but from the time when Senny started and from how fast he's like how much better he has gotten within that time period, it's scary. So with that being said, like Senny, if he keeps progressing on the rate that he's going, Senny can be getting significant playing time as in like a backup when I need a blow or he needs to come in. He can actually be able to produce. That's the difference. Not actually play, but produce. So with that being said, I feel like he'll be in good shape.
Evan will be the last question.
Derek, you've obviously faced a lot of frustrating things this year with, being off injuries, all the defensive attention, the physical play you get. How much better do you feel like you've dealt with that this year? When you were a freshman, obviously you cared so much, getting that under control was a big focus. What's your progress been like that? And are there any specific things, coaches are helping with to help you deal with that?
I feel like, I had that little bump, that little hiccup my freshman year when I was just being a knucklehead. But other than that, I've just been on the straight and narrow. I haven't necessarily, like I said, I grew up, I'm mature, so it was not really like for no reason for me to even be getting in trouble or anything like that again. So I really just chopped that up as me just being young and being a freshman in college and, just not holding myself accountable as like anybody else would, coming from high school or being a star from your high school and coming to college and not thinking things don't apply to you, stuff like that. So with that being said, it was just me being young. But like I said, I grew up from it and I'm matured. So with that being said, everything's been good from there.
And that's helped you deal with these outside things that really aren't in your control, getting hurt, the physical play, all those kind of things. You kind of look back at it and say, hey, I can get through it.
Right, exactly. So like I said, I'm pretty accustomed to getting beat up in the post every game. So it's not like a knock on the refs or anything, but I'm just used to it. So at this point, I just got to accept it. So I just really go out there and try to put my hard head on and go out there and try to win for my team. If I can't score, I try to grab every rebound if I can. But, some things always don't work out my way.
Thank you, Derek, and thank you, everyone, for joining us today.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good day.